I've never been the strongest, I've never been the fastest, but the work ethic has always been there. The work doesn't actually start until you get tired, and that's my mantra. Let's go. Everybody always says, be realistic with your goals, and I'm not about it. If you set yourself unrealistic goals, then you're gonna smash average and beyond. I'm Amanda Ngonyama, and I'm a fitness columnist for Women's Health and an Under Armour ambassador.
My absolute fave, because they challenged me the most.
When I was in school, my inspiration were my PE teachers. They were my everything, and I think that's probably what contributed to me becoming a teacher of PE. I'm still in touch with my PE teacher, and I actually taught her son as well. You could see she wasn't doing it for the money. For it to seem like you genuinely want these girls to achieve was everything to me.
Wow, oh my goodness. This honestly brings back so many memories.
Netball was really my passion. It was the sport. Everybody wanted to be on the netball team.
That was actually the year we won the Essex Cup.
There are some children that aren't necessarily going to be academic. They might not achieve in the classroom, but for them doing PE or sport, extracurriculum, whatever it may be, that's their sense of accomplishment.
So how did you feel when you found out I was going to teach your son?
I think particularly with the boys, they're quite a handful. I think you always were going to have them on your side, knowing your athletic background.
So I would go in and I'd bang out 20 push-ups, and the boys would be like, oh my goodness, miss. And you know, that just meant that the girls would feel empowered, that actually I can do this too.
Every day they'd come home telling me about their mile run or their 2-mile run.
Mile run, honestly, yeah, the mile run. Every day we stop 2:45, everyone drop everything and we go for our run.
Working in London, I was actually able to see that a lot of children are deprived. Perhaps they don't have the time or the funds to get children involved in team sports. The teachers at Robert Clack were very passionate about what they could offer us, and they were very knowledgeable. And if it wasn't for my netball teacher, who was so knowledgeable, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Being a sports scientist definitely allowed me to understand my own body, and to be honest, I think I know my body better than I've ever known it before. The workouts themselves during lockdown, you do have to be very creative. I'd see what I had and think, okay, what would I do in the gym? That's where my page actually really grew, because every day I'd be out there, I'd be taking content. I trained my mum on how to use the camera, get the angles. To be honest, we had a lot of fun over lockdown. I would go out, do the workout, I'd eat right. I pushed my body to limits that I never knew even existed. I recorded a video that was found by Women's Health, which is surreal, to be honest. And they also asked me to do an IGTV live, and then I think which probably led me on to my ambassadorship with Under Armour.
Before my injury, I used to move very freely, and now I move with caution.
All my life I've been able to move, I've enjoyed movement, and it all got stripped from me for 3 months. A lot of people, when they are injured, they think, oh well, that's that now, innit? That's not really an option for me. I need to come back, and I need to come back stronger. Mentally, it was very challenging, because there are some days you don't feel as though you're making any progress. But then think back to week 1 when you can barely walk and you're doing your rehab exercises now. Well, that is progress then, isn't it? Right now, my biggest goal in life is to get back to where I was, setting myself unrealistic goals again, and just being the best version of myself that I can be.
The only way is through.